What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leekautorepair. Today, I'm not sure if this is a vlog or maybe a small debrief. What you see right here, this is a 2009 Chevy Malibu, and this is the 2.4 engine. On this job, well, pretty much I'm going to be talking about and what I'm doing in this job is I'm doing the water pump, and if you have did some research and got some information on this job, you'll know that doing a water pump on this job is a little tedious. It's not that straightforward. If you don't have that much hands-on and shit, I wouldn't recommend doing this shit in your fucking driveway or whatever. Take the shit to the fucking shop, only because the water pump has a sprocket that's it's not part of the actual timing for the crank and the cams and shit, but is hooked and series with a balance shaft and a tensioner and shit or whatever. So it ain't like you can just pull a pump straight out, because if you pull a pump straight out, and you'll lose your tension on the balance shaft. So when you put everything back together, listen, that motherfucker's gonna be loud as shit. And I'm only telling you this because I did this job maybe about 3 years ago, about 2-3 years ago. I did this job, and I I did it without the tool. I was like, damn, I can get this shit out. All I gotta do is move the chain out the way. And plus the chain was a part of the main timing and shit. So I took it out, put the pump in, got everything started up, cool. Next thing you know, I'm like, what is this fucking loud whining sound? And it gets high pitch as the engine goes up in resolutions when you rev the engine up and shit. So I went back and did some research and shit, and there's a service bulletin for those who are having same symptoms I had, the whining sound that you did the water pump. That's because you didn't use the special fucking tool and shit to hold the sprocket in place while you pull the pump out from the fucking back and shit. Now, I got papers and shit, just instructions or whatever from All Data. When I'm doing, I just like to know what I'm up against as far as, you know, how many bolts and just a little description or whatever, because you know, just sometimes these jobs would be real tedious and crazy and brain busting and shit. You need, like, you know, some guides, the guidelines to go through, or just steps or whatever. I don't always go by the steps. I just look at it like, dang, all right, cool. I got like 5 water pump bolts to fucking take off and shit, and they located here or whatever. Versus when I go look for it, I can't really see it, but I can see it because I got it right here and shit. So this job is like a fucking 4-hour job. Could be done less, but it's that sprocket and shit. So like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing this shit in the fucking driveway. Take it to the shop, and I'm gonna show you in 1 second how just how I did the job and what the things I took off and shit, and what you gonna be up against if you make this fucking attempt. So give me 1 minute. Just put some fucking gloves on or something. I don't know. Let me take the camera off the fucking tripod, but yeah, let me do that. All right, cool. To show you what I got going on and shit. So that is the tool. This is this tool. I don't know the exact tool for it, but it's for the 2.2 ecotec engines, and it was ordered from Tooltopia. They had 2 different versions. This is like the half moon, and there's the full version. And it's not called a half moon. I just called it, but this is the half version of it. And as you can see, those 2 black bolts are screwed into the sprocket and shit. And around the timing cover housing is I got 2 other bolts holding the whole thing in fucking place. So basically the sprocket is not fucking moving at all. I don't know if you can see, if I can point a light down in there. Let me dim it some. Maybe too much. I don't know. Whatever. Let me see if I can get you a good camera angle. See that right there? Yep, sprocket's still in place. And sorry for the blurriness. And let me bring this camera back out. So yeah. So that's how I got the tool held into place. It's really simple. Maybe my instructions, me explaining it, ain't fucking good enough for you, because most of the time I think I fucking mumble when I fucking talk, because it's just a lot of fucking shit for me to talk about. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. So you see I got the tool held in a fucking place. 2 bolts on the outer part of the fucking timing cover, and the lights where I'm flashing the light at on the 2 bolts that screw. They already have pre-made holes for you to screw into for this fucking tool, so it works out real good. So pretty much I got everything off. Let me show you what I took off. So you saw I got the air cleaner box out. along with that fucking intake bullshit off and shit. So over here, I kind of got this coolant reservoir. I got it maneuvered around because I had to dig down in there to get this this thermostat housing out, and this crossover pipe that goes from the water pump over to this thermostat and shit. So pretty much what I did was, there is 3 bolts. Got 1, you got 2, and I think this is might be the 3rd one. Actually, yeah, it's like 2 10s and then a 13. And let me get behind the engine and I'm gonna show you. So I am behind the engine. Let me hold the camera. All right, as you can see, so I'm behind the engine, and what I'm moving right now is the whole fucking crossover pipe that runs, like I said, from the water pump back to the fucking thermostat and shit. And in between, you should have a fucking gasket. Make sure you fucking look at it. Make sure it's in there. I think my water pump already came with a nice gasket set or whatever. I'm not sure. If not, whatever, I'll check, make sure it's there. If it's good, if it's not, I'll replace it, but make sure you get that taken care of and shit. So you're gonna get those bolts off. You might need to get your heater hose off. I don't think you have to, but we was diagnosing, checking for coolant flow from the water pump to the thermostat, so we had that off already and shit. So that's cool. And I am doing a thermostat on here, so that's the reason why I took off this the housing and shit for it right there. So that's cool, that's simple. And thermostat housing is held in by 2 10 millimeter bolts as well. And down in here, if you can see, that's where the water pump is. And like I said, I already got the tool in place. So the only thing, well, I unbolted it's like 5 bolts. A couple of them is like 15 millimeter long ones. And then you got 2 in front of the timing case here. I got the long bolt right here. It's one of them. You won't be able to get it out because it's hitting this frame right here. But there's another one. You take off right there, a 15 millimeter bolt that these 2, if you got all of the bolts off the fucking water pump, you're like, dang, why can't I get it out and shit? It's probably because you didn't get this bolt out, and there's one more right there, the 2 bolts that go for the water pump that's in, go through the timing cover and shit. So pretty much what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna pull this bitch out. Set that bad boy right there. Okay, cool. So this is the water pump. This is very simple. As you can see, all water pumps are damn near the same or whatever, but this is where the sprocket bolts up into this right here. As you can see, the 3 holes for it and shit. And like I said, my tool still in place. Nothing fucking moving and shit. Everything fucking Gucci. The only thing I gotta do is just pop this bad boy back in, and I'm fucking good. Make sure you rotate this shaft so that way you can get your 3 bolts in and shit. Keep eye, pay attention to how you last had it out. Whatever, I got a good eye. I already got the new water pump. And this is it. It already comes with the sprocket. But like I said, I ain't taking off the fucking sprocket because I ain't fucking with the way the balance shaft tension and shit, because once it loses its tension, it'll reset, and then that motherfucker will be set tight, and that's why it produces that fucking loud whining sound and shit. So yeah, I'm gonna put this whole bad boy back in and shit, and so I can get this shit the fuck out of here. And then I got OEM AC Delco thermostat from fucking GM and shit, because sometimes you get them cheap ass Duralast fucking thermostats from the fucking parts store. They fucking shitty and shit, man. Them fucking AutoZone Jones, or I don't know, other brands, DriveWorks, whatever, Advanced Auto, Pep Boys, your local mom and pop parts stores. Listen, sometimes it's best to go with the dealership recommended thermostat, because I fucking said so. All in all, if it comes down, you got to do this job. If you think you mechanically inclined, you can handle it. This is B-Tech work. It's not hard at all. If you B-Tech, whatever, you could do it. If you can do engines and transmissions, well, anybody can do engines and transmissions. Don't nobody never want to fuck with nothing that got timing and shit. Listen, but if you're the type of person, you can take your time, just be cool, make sure your head clear. Overall, no rushing, take your time. You can get through this and shit. And I would have done a how-to video, but this job was too tedious, and I wish I had a dedicated cameraman. And that I am working on getting a dedicated cameraman, so that way I can get you good content, because I could really fix some goddamn cars and shit. And maybe I have fucking more videos. I'm not sure. I think I got a transmission job tomorrow on a 2003 Saab Aero, I think. I'm not sure, whatever. It's a clutch job, but I gotta take out the transmission. So that's that. So I know I'm getting off topic, and I apologize, but that's all I wanted to talk about. A little debrief on what you gotta go through to get this fucking water pump job done and shit. So if you in the Philadelphia area, Delaware County, that's in Pennsylvania and shit, make sure you hit me up or whatever. If you live in another state or whatever, book me a flight. I'll fly over, bring my tools. I'll fucking help you out and shit, whatever. I'm dead ass serious too. Just make sure I'm getting paid all the way and shit. What else? Yeah, other than that, find me on Facebook. Just type in Leekautorepair. You want Google Leekautorepair. It's a little short advertisement for my folks that's watching this fucking video and shit. But anybody got any questions, whatever, concerns, comments, something you don't like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. You know what to do. Leave it in the comment section. I'll leave more in the description on this fucking job and shit. If you need steps, instructions, or whatever, I can get you that. If you need me to talk to you more about how to put the tool on, I can get you that and shit. It's whatever. So all in all, make sure you hit that like button, and do not forget to fucking subscribe.